What is up, guys? It is JamDude1, and today I'm going to be playing a game that I would consider to be a hidden gem. There's a high chance that you've not heard of this game before, but that's okay if it's the case, as I will be looking at Blur for the Xbox 360. It's also on PS3 and PC if you can find a copy. Blur is, quite obviously, a racing game developed by Bizarre Creations and published by Activision on the 25th of May 2010. Unfortunately, it didn't sell very well, and because Activision is Activision, they closed down Bizarre Creations. This was a very sad time, as that particular developer was responsible for some truly great games, including the Project Gotham Racing series, the Geometry Wars series, which actually started out as a mini-game in Project Gotham Racing 2, as well as their final game 007 Bloodstone, amongst others. They were definitely known for their racing games. In fact, many of the former employees of the company actually went on to form Playground Games with other developers who had left major studios, and they are fittingly known for the fantastic Forza Horizon games. Forza Horizon 3 being one of the best racing games I have ever played, if not the best. Anyway, enough history, let's get into the game.
Okay, we're in the game. Let's go. Oh, gotta select a storage device, of course. Right, so we do have single player and multiplayer, which I will be getting onto in a bit. Let's start with the single player. So we have different things to choose from. We have the career, we've got stickers, there's a showroom, we can look at photos, we can configure options, or we could quit, or we could look at leaderboards, or we could get help, or we could look at friend challenges. Let's have a look at the career. So in the career mode, there are multiple, I guess, stages that you have to get through that are each represented by a specific driver. And there are various challenges that you can do, and you can earn a certain amount of points. And it's pretty simple stuff, but it's actually pretty fantastic. Let's go into a race, so that I can show you what Blur is all about. One of my favourite things to do is to see how fast I can go through all of the tips. Just mash the right trigger, to the point where you can't even see them. Takes quite a while to load. Okay, we're racing nearby Roy's Vacancy Motel Cafe. I know it's Roy's Motel Cafe and that there's open spaces. Anyway, let's go! So you may notice I just picked up an item. And it did that. So, one way that I would describe Blur is Need for Speed meets Mario Kart. So the cars and the tracks that you drive on are pretty realistic looking in terms of the art direction, and all of the cars, at least I think all of the cars, are actual licensed vehicles. However, during races, you get to pick up various power-ups, which allow you to do certain things, including repairing your car if it's taken too much damage, firing weapons at other races, as well as giving you a boost. I don't know if there's one to stop me from drifting when I don't want to drift, but there you go. And I just hit. As you can tell, I am incredible at this game. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I just used a boost. And one of the nice things about it is that each item is represented with a specific colour, so it can get fairly easy to remember them all, so that you know which ones to look out for during races. Wait, what does this do? Oh, that fires a little shockwave that hits enemies in proximity. I say enemies when maybe they're just trying to race. And that can't have been good for me. Luckily, I can pick up a repair kit right here. Mines! Aye, I like me some mines. I've got to wait for the right time and drop. That probably didn't hit. Oh, no, someone got hit by it. Wow, much better than I thought. Ah, yes, we got this, which you can fire various bolts at people. Haha, take that, Shannon. Yes, that's right, each of the various, like, I guess, pro racers, you could call them, have names. So the one on this level is Shannon, and that's the person you have to race at the very end to earn your fame, I suppose. Oh, and it's also worth mentioning that you can hold up to 3 items at once, which is really good. Also, if you press X, you can swap between them. And if you press Y, you can discard one. Well, let's see if we can get into the top 5, which I probably won't be able to, considering the finish line is right... Hold on, I've got to wait for the timing. Yep, right there. 7. I suppose 7th isn't that bad. I mean, 7 is meant to be a lucky number. Still says I failed, though, and you can't get any points at the end unless you get 3rd or more, so... yeah. At least I earned some fans. Let's try that again. Okay, I may have failed last time, but this time, I'm actually going to go for the gold. Okay, so first off, I'm going to get the bolts. I'm going to get a triple hit. It was more like a double, to be honest. Oh, the perfect boost at the perfect time. Also, one thing that's pretty obvious is that the visuals are absolutely outstanding. I mean, it may not be the best looking game ever, but the colours are just incredibly bright, and the amount of things going on at the same time with all the cars and effects, and even the backgrounds of the tracks, they're just incredibly detailed, and it really makes the game feel kind of alive. Because there are a lot of racing games where the tracks feel kind of barren and lifeless, but not in Blur. I also like how the tracks have multiple pathways, so you're not just going down one linear path all the time. You can actually choose which branch you want to take, because there may be one side that has better items, or another one may have a long jump, or a shortcut, and I am in first place, I just realised that. Ooh, look at this! So, if you manage to go through all of the gates, you gain more fans, and fans are a pretty important part of Blur, actually. The more impressive feats you pull off during races, the more people will admire you. Although it'll probably risk the safety of yourself, it'll be worth it, because you just got 309 fans. Hey, thank you for propelling me forward. That was very kind of you, actually. Oh, I just hit Shannon again. Race domination. Wow. Am I really doing that good? Racing games aren't the normal type of game that I like to play, but when they're done in a really good way, or they have, like, interesting ideas behind them, I'm always willing to give them a shot. And Blur was definitely one of them. Oh, great, somebody's put lightning in front of me. And I've won! Passed? I'm more than passed. I destroyed the competition. Oh, and I actually did much better than last time as well. Oh, look at all those fans. Oh yeah, you get fan status as well. This is one of those games that has various different leveling up systems. So you got fan status here, and then you have a leveling up system in the multiplayer. Speaking of which... okay, after that flawless transition, time to check out the multiplayer. So, because this game didn't sell that well, and it didn't really get as much recognition as it probably deserved, there's not going to be many people playing online. In fact, I expected there to be 0 people. But, to my surprise, there are 27 people online right now. By the way, I actually didn't check beforehand, but that seems about normal, because I remember when I first got the game a few years ago, and there was about 40 to 50 people at any given time, maybe even as low as 30, but now it seems there's 27, which isn't bad. And there's various modes to choose from, but I haven't unlocked quite a lot of them, because I'm only level 5, and you have to be level 6 to unlock this one, level 8 to unlock this one, and then 12, 14, 16, and 18. I can't remember what the level cap is, if there is one. So here we have Driving School, which is for people starting out, and then we have Skirmish Racing, Intense Racing for 2 to 10 players, and there's currently 12 people playing this mode, so let's check it out, since it's the only one I can play that's actually populated. Okay, and everyone else is level 50. Yes, this is pretty much exactly what you can expect. But I was actually surprised when I first played this online, because I managed to do fairly well. I mean, I've gotten to level 5, so I must have done something, right? Oh, the race is in progress. Okay, right, we can actually see how the racers are doing. Oh, the race has indeed finished. The people are there just viewing the results. And I'm here waiting, all by myself. I am a 10th as good as they all are. At least represented numerically. Oh, I like how you can vote. Let's go to the seafront strip in Brighton. All the tips! Ooh, look at the fireworks. And the letterboxing. So, this is what Blur is like to play online against a bunch of level 50s. As you can see, the level doesn't actually make too much of a difference. It kinda depends on how long you've been playing the game, I guess. You could be terrible, but you could be playing every day to the point where you get to level 50 eventually. Wow, that was embarrassing. Okay, as you can see, after one small mistake, most of the people are ahead of me. Currently 7th place. But that's gonna change. To my surprise, it doesn't seem like the players here are hacking in any way. Because normally with kind of older online games, they're usually left to hackers. And people who just ruin the balance of the game for their own enjoyment. And honestly, I hate when people do that. Especially like some of the older Call of Duty games, they are just hacked to the point where the game is just unplayable. Especially games like Call of Duty 4 and World at War on the PS3, they are just unplayable because of all the hacking that goes on there. And it's a funny thing that I should bring up Call of Duty, because that is another series published by Activision. I'm kind of noticing a common trend here. This game doesn't sell well and the developer is shut down. It was a game published by Activision. Call of Duty games that are really, really good are left to the hackers due to the lack of support that they have years after they're released. Published by Activision yet again. Surprise, surprise. Can I please get higher than 7th place? Okay, my car is very badly beaten up. Wait, sorry, I take that back. Oh, look at the fireworks. Truly is a time to celebrate, you know. Amazing, overlooked games like these are still being played by regular people. 23 seconds left. I'm probably not going to get higher than 7th, unfortunately. Can I finish before the time limit? Yes, I can. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. So yeah, aside from my lack of ability of doing well in this game, I think Blur is fantastic. It's a really fun and interesting, unique racing game that unfortunately didn't do as well as it should have, in my opinion, and I really wish Bizarre Creations were still around in their original form today so they could keep making awesome games like this. Maybe not with Activision, but with someone else that would have treated them better. But unfortunately, that is not the reality we live in today. If you have a PS3 or 360 or PC, I definitely recommend giving this game a go if you can. Maybe get a used copy or something. In terms of the PC version, I'm not sure how many people play on it, and I don't think the game is available on Steam, so you'd probably have to find a physical copy, and that's not really something PC is known for, although it is possible. Obviously, you've seen how many people are playing on the Xbox 360, and I imagine that the PS3 has similar numbers, maybe slightly lower or slightly more. Not too sure, because I don't have the PS3 version. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've played this game before, then tell me what you think of it. And if you've never played it, then tell me what you think of it from this video, if you've watched to the end. I've been JamDude1, and I will see you next time. Bye!